First constructed in the early 70s, the East-West Road links the southern part of Nigeria to the west and beyond. The road network, which runs through rivers, Delta, Bayelsa, and Akwa Ibom states, was widely regarded as a major legacy bequeathed to the oil-producing areas by the federal government in the 70s. It was a soothing relief for the people of the Niger Delta, as the East-West Road, which runs for about 337 kilometers, opened up the region and facilitated socio-economic activities. But all that changed with the passage of time, as depreciation began to set in, making the once preferred expressway a nightmare for drivers and other road users. Owing to long years of neglect and lack of proper maintenance by the relevant government agencies, the East-West Road became a death trap in view of the alarming rate of fatal motor accidents that have occurred on it over the years.
We are not happy with the system now. Accident every day because of bad road. You see people dying, like that is the last incident that happened, the fire this thing, because of bad road.
Succor, however, came in 2006 when the civilian administration of former President Olusegun Obasanjo awarded contracts for the reconstruction and dualization of the East-West Road, a move many welcomed as a step in the right direction. The contract, worth 211 billion naira, was awarded to 4 construction firms to enhance speedy completion of the proposed dual carriage road. But no sooner had the contractors mobilized to site than they began to witness some security challenges. Construction giant Julius Berger was forced to pull out of sight due to constant attack on its workforce by armed youths in the Niger Delta. The federal government in 2009 contracted Cetraco to handle the section of the road abandoned by Julius Berger at a cost of 74 billion naira, with assurances that the road will be delivered in 2012. That has not been the case, as a recent visit to site shows a project that is far from near completion. More disturbing is the fact that no contractor is currently on site along the reverse Bayelsa axis of the road.
They said it's militancy. I think militancy have come to the barest minimum where the federal government has the chance now to develop this region. But for now, we don't even still see what they are doing. So we are still appealing to the federal government to still do something that will benefit this region, that will bring that this amnesty program that is on ground, this peace will be a lasting peace forever. Because it is not good for the boys to come out again, start carrying arms. It is not a good thing. So we are appealing to the federal government to please, to start with this East-West Road, of this East-West Road alone. They should do something about it.
The East-West Road originally is not passable at all. I shuttle East-West Road almost every day because I come here to supervise my projects. So it's a road that federal government should take care of immediately.
Now that our son, President Goodluck Jonathan, who is from Niger Delta, is still the president, that the road should have been completed by this time. If the road is not completed by this time, that our son is the president of this country, who is going to complete it?
Not too many Nigerians were comfortable with the transfer of the East-West Road projects from the Ministry of Works to the Ministry of the Niger Delta.
Those who hold this view believe that the budgetary allocation to the Niger Delta Ministry is way too small to accommodate a multi-billion naira project like the East-West Road.
Rivers man, no Bayelsa man, no Delta man, no true South-South person will be happy that the road that cuts across the heart of the South-South region is still left in the way it is. We know what economically it means to our people. That it's been delayed today is an anger we have expressed in so many occasions. We have said it at so many fora, and they have always assured us that it's going to be done. But one thing is certain, the rate at which money is being released for those projects are not very encouraging. And that's why sometimes we quarrel with the Minister of Finance and the federal government over releases on capital projects. There are basic projects, there are certain critical projects that you should just have to. If others are taking 40%, those ones should take about 100% releases, because they are critical to the economy of the people, they are critical to the economy of the entire country. East-West Road is a very important road.
It's even a shame that the work was taken from the Minister of Works to the Minister of Niger Delta, who Minister of Niger Delta have a meagre, in fact, patry budget every year. And the budget is not enough to sustain this project. So by the time they give Setraco a very little money to say, go and complete this road, Setraco will just rob around, and then the money is off, and then the year will go. So we want the federal government to retake this work back to the Minister of this road, back to the Minister of Works.
Firstly, the job should get back to Minister of Works. That is correct. Second, the project should go back to Julius Berger. They know how to do this job. Not this cut and nail contractor you call Setraco. They've done next to nothing here. See it yourself. It's so bad. They don't know this terrain, and they can't walk. The job is beyond them.
The snail's pace approach to the East-West Road project has been a great source of worry to motorists and commuters whose daily experience on the road is rather horrible. The current floods ravaging the country has even made a bad situation worse. The rising waters have overtaken the East-West Road, damaging several sections of it. From Ume to Patani in Delta State, Bayelsa to Rivers, many areas of the East-West Road have been cut into two by the ravaging floods, leaving hundreds of motorists and passengers stranded.
Okobe community in Rivers State is also not spared, as the rising floods have overtaken the road, making it inaccessible to motorists. The only means of transportation now is this tipper.
The people plying the East-West Road are suffering. I'm not talking of the only people of Niger Delta, the people of Nigeria in general, and those who ply this road. If this East-West Road had been completed, at least it would have been higher, a bit more than this, so that even with this flood, people will not be cut off. People can still be navigating even if the water crosses the road. So we want to urge the federal government, want to urge the Minister of Niger Delta, and those in charge, especially Setraco, to see that this road is completed.
It's a lesson now we have seen. The flood have come to tell us that the height of our roads are not enough. For this area, the Niger Delta region, if you are building such expanse of road that covers a lot of communities and states, it should be really, the height should be really more than what we have today. If not, it could happen again. The flood could still happen again. It's not because of the road itself, it's because of the height of the road. If the height of the road was higher than what it is today, I'm sure they wouldn't have been cut up. And there are more bridges needed on that road than the one we just put at key places where you have river, you put a bridge. You go to Abuja, bridges are all over the place where there are no water. So why can't they put as many bridges as possible in this area?
The implication of the current gridlock on the East-West Road is the fact that travelers from the south can only access other parts of the zone and the west through the east, a scenario seen as a total departure from the vision of those who championed the initial design of the East-West Road. More devastating is the situation where the floods have washed off materials such as sand and latrate left on site for many years by the construction firms, an unfortunate development that may be counterproductive to the speedy completion of the road.
This is the road linking the 9 states of the East-West, the 9 states of the Niger Delta.
For example, you can see what Setraco is doing. There's a swamp here, and they come here and they fill even the culverts that has been done. The water has come to take over the culverts. You can see this road, they've been doing this road for the past 4 years now. It has nothing good, tangible has been done. We only hear they release money to them.
Again, the East-West Road project has raised many questions, including: is there a political dimension to the delay in the completion of the project? Are indigenous construction firms capable of delivering gigantic road projects? Does the federal government have the political will to ensure the completion of the East-West Road? Can the contractors beat the renewed 2014 deadline for the completion of the East-West Road project?